sorry. Hi everybody, my name is Grace and this is my mom, Aubrey. So we just wanted to do another nice quick yoga session. This one is supposed to be energizing. So this will help you relieve your stress and feel a little bit more energized by the end of this. We hope that you enjoy it. So what you need to set up is just find a free open space, and you can put down your yoga mat or a yoga blanket, or just nothing works too. So we wanted to put some seashells because that makes us feel very relaxed. You can also put some candles, that helps too. And just know, if anything throughout the class doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. We will have options of other poses that you can do or how to modify it to your liking. So let's begin.
So again, come to a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. And just close your eyes for a moment and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And just be still for a moment, feeling your presence on your mat or your blanket or your floor. Just allowing yourself this little bit of time just for you. So breathing in fully and out fully. And just starting to quiet your mind. So there's nothing else you need to think about right now. There's nowhere else you need to be. Except right here with your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, if distractions come in, sounds, thoughts, feelings, no judgment. Just come back to feeling that air come in through the nose, inflating the lungs, and then the air comes out through the nose. And when you're ready, just bring your chin down towards your chest and just sway side to side, freeing up the neck a little bit, maybe rotating the head side to side. And then come back to center and roll the shoulders forward a few times. And then backwards a few times. And you can keep the eyes closed, keeping your attention inside yourself with your breath. And one last time, bring the shoulders up, back, and down. And then inhale, lengthen the spine, really reach up. Then exhale, hinge forward and rotate around to the right. And just really exaggerate this, do hip circles here. Freeing up the side body, the low back, and then go the opposite way. Bless you. And then coming back to center, lengthen the spine. Bring the hands to heart center. Then interlace the fingers and press the arms forward, then bring them up. Reaching tall here. Then twist towards your right and release the hands down. Inhale back to center. Bring the hands back to heart center. Interlace the fingers, opposite pinky on the outside. And then press the arms forward again and then bring them up. Wiggle and get tall. Then exhale, twist to the opposite side. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your hands down to your lap. Maybe the hands rest on the thighs or to the front of the knees. Inhale, bring the heart forward. Exhale, round, draw the chin towards the chest, lean back slightly. Inhale forward. Exhale back. So moving at your own pace with your breath as you inhale forward and exhale back. This is going to awaken your spine, getting the body ready to move a little bit more. And then come back to center. And you're gonna release this, and you're gonna slowly make your way to tabletop. So your back is flat again, like a tabletop. Shoulders away from the ears. Curl the toes under, and then lift the hips up towards the sky, heels down towards the mat, coming into downward facing dog. So if this isn't comfortable, that's okay. You can bring your knees down to the mat and walk the hands forward, bow the head. Or you can come back to child's pose. So any of those options are good for you, then take it. You don't have to do what we're doing. And then walk your feet forward towards your hands. Lengthen your spine a little bit, then fold here. And then just sway the torso side to side. Maybe the fingertips reach towards the mat. It's almost like you're seaweed on the floor of the ocean. And then come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips. Lengthen your spine, and then inhale, come all the way up. Bring the arms up overhead. Left hand takes the right wrist. Lean over. So it's going to open up the side body. Then inhale back to center. Exhale the opposite side. Opening up through the side body again. Then inhale back to center. Reach the fingertips up. Maybe stretch here, getting taller and taller and taller. And then gluing the feet down to the mat. Inhale, lean back, open the heart. Exhale, come back to center. Pausing here. You're going to root down into that right foot. Bend the left knee, and then open the left knee out to the side. Bring your foot either to the low part of the leg or just the toes on the mat, heel on your leg. Hands to heart center. Tree pose. So your standing leg, your straight leg is rooting down so it's really nice and strong like the roots of a tree and the trunk of a tree. And you can bring your arms up overhead if you want. Remember to smile. And then bring the hands back to heart center. Maybe kick that leg forward for a moment, then place it down and bend the opposite knee. And turn it out to the side, toes on the mat, heel on your leg. And again, make this standing leg nice and strong. Breathing here. And then bring your branches up towards the sky. Standing tall here and strong. Breathing here. And then release that. Bring the hands back to heart center. Bring that knee forward and kick that leg out. And then step it down. Breathing here. And then you're going to step your feet wider than hip distance apart. Toes are going to be out slightly. You're going to bend the knees and slowly come down to squat. So this might not be totally available for you. So you can have your hands down, you can have your hips up, you can have your heels up. You decide what feels good for you. So breathing here, inhale fully, then exhale, straighten the legs, bow here. Then inhale, turn the toes out, come back to squat. So move through this with your breath. Inhaling into squat, exhaling into a forward fold, opening up the hamstrings. And then one last time, come into squat. And then hinge here into forward fold. And then again, come all the way up, reach tall. Bring the hands to heart center. Then you're going to turn sideways on your mat or your blanket and step wide. So stepping all the way wide here. And then inhale, fully lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. So I'm going to help you through this, Grace. Breathe here. So hinging forward, top of the head towards the mat. And then you're going to bend your right knee and walk your hands over towards the right. And then bend your left knee and walk your hands over towards the left. And keep moving through that, hinging side to side, opening up through the hips. And then come back to center and fold forward. And then inhale, come up. And turn the right toes away from you. And come into a high lunge. So you're going to balance on that back foot and bring the arms up. If this is too much, you can bring the knee down. So breathing here. Then turn and bring the toes towards the other direction. High lunge again. If you want to bring the back knee down, you can. And then turn the opposite way. Bend into that front knee and come into warrior two. So I know all you guys are nice, strong warriors. Your back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. One knee is bent. Breathing here. And then rotate that front palm up, back palm down, reach back, peaceful warrior. Breathing here. Maybe look up at the sky or down at the mat. Come back to center. Keep bending into that front knee and bring the forearm to that front thigh and reach back. Side angle. Fingertips can be up towards the sky or over your ear, whatever you feel like. And then come back up and turn the left toes away from you. Turn the right toes in and bend into that knee, coming into warrior two on the other side. Front palm up, back palm down, peaceful warrior. And then release that. Front forearm to the front thigh, arm comes over the ear or reaches up towards the sky. You decide what feels better for you. Either one works. Come back up, warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Turn the toes in, and then turn the opposite toes away from you again, remembering to smile here. And then reach forward, bring that left hand to your hip, reach forward, place that hand down, and bring the other arm up, triangle pose, breathing here. And then come up, turn those right toes in, left toes out. And reach forward again. That right hand can come to the hip. That left hand comes down, that left leg wherever it goes. Right arm up towards the sky. Breathing through. And then release that, come back up. And you can either hop or step your feet back together. If you've got a partner nearby and you're doing this with a partner, you can come stand facing your partner. And bring your hands together. And you're gonna inhale, lean back open. And then come forward and touch your foreheads. And then inhale, come back. Exhale, hinge forward. If you don't have a partner, you can do it separate too. So you can have your hands on your hips. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, hinge forward. So either way works. And then come back to center. You can do one more in if you want. Come back to center. Turn back towards the top of your mat. Inhale, bring the arms up. Again, take that right wrist with the left hand. Reach over. Come back to center. Switch hands. Reach to the opposite side. Come back to center. Exhale, lengthen, 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 fold, dive to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine here. Lift the heels. Bring the hips down to the heels. Come into a little squat. And then bring the hips down to the mat. And you can have your feet out in front. Your knees can be bent. Heart is open. You can reach the arms forward or have them down on the mat. So this is going to activate your core here. So your belly button towards your spine. Your core is those muscles that run through the center of your body. Option to lift the feet off the mat if you want. Option to reach the arms forward. So breathing here, this will give us a lot of energy because it fires up that personal power and center of the body. And then you can bring it down, just cross the feet. Fold forward here, stretch out the hips. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet to the mat. Lift the hips. And come back to that little squat. Fold forward. Lengthen the spine. Keep the right foot forward. Send the left foot back. Coming into a low lunge. Bring both hands inside that right foot. Bring the back knee down. And then maybe bend the elbows. Maybe bring the forearms down. Opening up the hips. And then come back up. Lift the back knee and step that foot forward. And then step the opposite one back. Maybe bring that knee down as you bring both hands inside that left foot. Bend the elbows. Maybe the forearms come down. Breathe here. Remember to smile. You're opening up your hips.
Oh, nice stretch.
Nice stretch. And then walk the hands back in. Frame your foot. Lift the back knee and step that foot forward. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Again, lift the heels, bring the hips down, and come to sit again. This time, soles of the feet together, knees out to the sides.
Oh, class.
Right? Look your face. So option here, I don't know if we said this in our last video, but we always do foot love every class, right, G?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to talk through it?
Sure. So just come to a nice butterfly pose, as I like to call it. And so you put your feet together and kind of open them like the pages of a book and just massage yourself. And we like to call this foot love.
It's always nice if somebody else can give you foot
I was
love.
going to say that.
Right?
Yeah. Your feet do so much for you, so it's nice to treat them to a little spa sometimes.
And then release that, remembering to keep the spine straight. Inhale fully, then exhale, hinge. Inhale, come up. We'll do a little twist. Send the left leg forward. Keep the right knee in.
Oops.
Inhale, lengthen. It's okay. Bring the left arm around that right knee. And bring the right arm up. And then send it back, twisting open. Twists are really good for immunity. Inhale to center. Bring that right leg forward. Left leg in. Right arm comes around the left leg. Left arm up. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale to center. Feet come forward. Forward fold here, top of the head towards the toes. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, roll onto your back. We're gonna spin and twist around. You wanna come under that? So our head is gonna be closer to you. And I'm gonna talk Grace through the ending parts of this. So come into a full body stretch. So arms up overhead. Feet reach away from you, inhaling fully. Exhale through the mouth and release. And again, inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale, release through the mouth. And one more time, inhale, stretch and lengthen. Exhale through the mouth and release. Draw your knees into your chest and hug them in. And just gently rock side to side. Keep the low back, the head, the shoulders on the mat. And then come back to center, knees bent. Place your feet on the mat. Hands come down next to the hips, but slightly away from the body. Press the hands down into the mat. Press the feet into the mat. And when you're ready, inhale, just lift the hips up off the ground, coming into a bridge pose. It's going to open up the front of the body. And then release down. Bring the knees back into your chest and hug them in. Maybe curl the forehead towards your knees and lift the low back off the mat, coming into a little ball. And then release that. Reach the arms away from you, the legs away from you. Come into a full body stretch again. And then exhale, release the hands down next to the hips, but slightly away from the body. Palms face up. Relaxing here. Let the feet and the legs release. Let the low back press into the mat and then release. Let the chin come a little bit closer to your chest to release through the back of your neck. Closing your eyes. Quieting your mind. Allowing the body to be heavy and still. Maybe the tongue is pressing into the top of the mouth. Just release it down away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes and the space around the eyes release. Let the forehead be smooth. And embrace the stillness of Shavasana. When you're ready, bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. And draw your knees into your chest. Hug them in, and then roll gently to your right side. And stay there, eyes closed, embracing the peace that your practice has brought you today. Remembering that with each day, there's new strength. And take a moment to send yourself love. Loving yourself exactly as you are. And when you're ready, slowly pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Eyes staying closed, head coming up last. Rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Bringing the hands together at heart center. We thank you so much for practicing with us today. May your practice bring you the ability to be more in the moment, more in the now, and okay with being still. And just take a moment here to send healing energy out to yourself, to someone else. Just send that energy out. And then when you're ready, do you want to do the Shanti?
Sure, it might not be if it's okay. Shanti, 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 He. Peace, peace, everlasting peace. Peace to you all. Namaste.
We thank you so much for joining us in our home studio, right?
Yeah.
And we'll hopefully see you again soon. We're wishing you healing vibes from our home to yours. Thank you.